So access consciousness is basically a set of tools and processes that can change anything that's not working for you. So anything that's going on in your life that isn't showing up the way you'd like it to, we basically get to ask questions and change the energy so you can actually have your life be the energy that you would actually like it to be. How cool is that? Is everyone excited? Can I get a big wahoo? Woo! I love you guys. Awesome. Okay, so let's kind of start off at sort of like step one, day one. We're having a life of consciousness. And what I'm going to be doing is giving you one secret every day. And it's basically a key to unlock these doorways of the universe that actually lead to the life you'd truly like to have. So I'm going to be giving you an assignment every day, and you're going to listen to this audio every day. And then we're going to come back, and you're going to tell me if there was anything that came up in your universe around the clearing statement or whatever it was that you did that day. Okay, so one of the coolest things about Access, there's a lot of cool things about Access Consciousness. One of the coolest things is that we actually have a clearing statement. So in therapy, we talk about, your sort of issues or problems or what you got going on in your life. But then as soon as you leave the therapy office, it's like, great, I don't really feel that different. Because we didn't actually change the energy. All we did was bring up all that density and polarity and all that energy, and then we just left you with it, which I don't think that sounds like a lot of fun. Do you guys think that sounds like fun?
No.
Okay. So, and it's definitely unique to Access Consciousness because nobody else actually has something like this yet that I've found. So the clearing statement in Access goes as follows. It's basically short speak for pages of questions to unlock whatever limitation you've put in place, okay? So the first part of it is right. So it's everything that you've made right about this. And I'm going to go into this in more detail. I'm just going to give you an overview, and then we're going to show you how this works. So right and wrong, good and bad, basically brings up all the judgments that you've created around this limitation. Okay, all 9 are more questions around those types of things, the judgments and all this stuff. Shorts, which is not skirts but shorts. Boys, not girls but boys, and beyond, like universes and beyond. So right and wrong, good and bad, hot and talk, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyond. Now sometimes people are like, you're speaking Swahili. And I'm like, no, it's more like Swahili mixed with Greek in a nation that doesn't even understand either of those two languages. Because basically what it is it's short speak to unlock the energy. So instead of going through these pages of questions that we're about to go through, you get to run this really quick clearing statement that basically toilet flushes all of the energy. It's like saying, all of this energy that's up right now, I'm going to flush the toilet and watch it go bye-bye. Because basically, does it make sense that you're the creator of your life?
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're the creator of your life, can you change any part of it? Okay, so what if this was the beginning of having your life for you, where you could actually choose to paint the portrait of your life any way you desire, and it would actually show up instantaneously. Is everybody ready for that?
Cool. Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely.
I love you guys. How did I get so lucky? Okay, so let's just go through the clearing statement. And what we're going to look at, is anybody interested in having more money?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's look at that particular limitation, not having money. Okay, so, and what we're going to do is we're going to apply the clearing statement to not having money so I can show you guys how it works. And then from here on out, during this whole 21-day program, we're going to be using this clearing statement all the time. This is sort of where I wanted to start with you guys. So right and wrong, good and bad, it stands for what's right, good, perfect, and or correct about this, and what's wrong, bad, awful, mean, vicious, and terrible about this. See, it's the things that are right, good, perfect, and or correct that actually stick you the most, because you don't wish to let go of them because you've decided that they're right. Okay, so the long version of that is how have you made, so let's look at having no money. How have you made having no money right, good, perfect, and or correct? Okay, so check it out, you guys. How have you guys made having no money right? Are there lifetimes where you've been a monk, where you've lost all your worldly possessions, and you went, I finally have consciousness, and I finally have peace, and I finally have me. Awesome. Right? So you think the only way to actually have you is to eliminate money from your life.
Wow.
Okay, so how else have you made having no money right? Have you guys ever been out to dinner with a friend, and they're sort of complaining about the economy and how much little money they have and how their life isn't working, and you're like, wow, well, actually, I have a lot of money. Are you a friend at that point, or do they not like you very much?
Don't like me.
Don't like me.
Exactly. Okay, so that's where you've made having no money right. Okay, so there's other things that are implanted in this reality, like money is the root of all evils. So if you don't want to be evil, you eliminate money from your life so you can be good. Okay? So there's also that saying, rich man get into heaven, eye of a camel kind of thing. I forget how it goes. So it's almost like you can't actually have a lot of money and be in heaven or get to heaven or have eternal life. Okay, so there's all of these different propagandas and belief systems and, limitations that you bought from this reality around money, right? And there's all these ways in which you make having no money actually right. So everything that brings up for all of you, will you destroy and uncreate all that?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Now let's look at how have you made having no money wrong, terrible, awful, mean, and vicious. Okay, well that's pretty easy, right? Just look at your bank account. How much do you go to the wrongness of you based on the money you don't have? Everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what we're doing is we're bringing up all of this energy. I had a friend who wanted to charge, $250 an hour for a session. But she tried in the past, and every time she went to go tell a client, I'm $250 an hour, her throat would close up, and basically her whole sort of universe would shut down whenever she went to go say it. So then she would give him the answer of, I'm $90 an hour. Okay? So she knew that for her life, for her expansive, joy, fun-filled life, she was more like a $250 an hour girl. Except every time she went to go choose it, all of this energy came up. So that's an example of the energy that we're actually clearing. So after she started using these excess tools, she can now say, yes, I charge $250 an hour, and no energy comes up. Because we've actually ran the clearing statement with it and undone it so that she can charge what she chooses to charge. How cool is that? Okay, so how does having no money diminish you? This is the next question in the clearing statement. Right? Okay, so check this out. You also have a judgment of how much money you have in your account based on how old you are.
Oof.
Okay, so
Right, or our worth.
Yeah, exactly, or your worth. You're like, I'm only as valuable as many thousands of dollars as I have in the bank, or hundreds. Then you feel really good about yourself. Or I'm overdrawn. Then you feel really, really good about yourself. Exactly. So everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Wow, you guys had some energy on that. Okay, so look at this. How does having no money, this is the third question in the clearing statement, how does having no money make you absolutely, totally, irrevocably, infinitely, and utterly, and eternally meaningless? Have you met people that are overdrawn in their account and they can't pay their rent, and no matter what they try to do, they don't allow themselves to receive money and they don't generate any money? And have you met some of those people?
Yes.
Yes.
It feels like they're in a constant state, like a Mobius strip, where no matter what, they never allow themselves to change their life and actually allow themselves to have money. Okay, so what if that was more about the energy than anything else? And what if, since everything is energy, if we actually change the energy of that, literally money would show up? Okay, so everything that brings up, everywhere you've used having no money to make you absolutely, totally, irrevocably, infinitely, and utterly, and eternally meaninglessly destroy and uncreate all that.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, online, pod, poc, short, straight, and done. Okay, so the next question in the clearing statement is, what are the rewards that make this right, good, perfect, and or correct? Okay, so that sort of touches on being liked by other people. Okay, so that's one of the rewards, is being liked. If you have no money, more people like you. Because there's a lot of people that aren't allowing themselves to actually have money. So if you're hanging around with somebody who doesn't allow themselves to have money and you allow yourself to have money, they don't like you. So if you make yourself impoverished like everybody else, everyone feels like, oh, she's just like me. Okay, the other reward would be fitting in, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Being like other people, that's a reward. So what else would be some of the rewards for having no money? Some people actually create money as the biggest problem in their life. For how many of you guys is money one of the biggest issues or problems?
Yeah.
Right? So then if you have no money, not only can you not lose it because you don't have it, right? But you also don't have the biggest problem from your point of view. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
And does that also make sense that with that point of view, you'd be eliminating it from your life totally? Okay, so everything that brings up for everyone, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what are the rewards that make this wrong, terrible, awful? Okay, so check this out. Go ahead. Did somebody
I
have a
couldn't
question?
hear you, Rika.
Oh,
No, I think
so
we've
much.
got some static on the line, or someone's breathing into the phone.
Someone's
maybe.
breathing, I think.
Is someone breathing again? You know, at this point, it's let's see, 9 in the morning Mountain Time. So if any of you guys are sleeping, we had one telecall where we actually woke somebody up.
We did. That was so funny.
They were breathing into the phone. Okay, so what are the rewards that make this wrong, terrible, awful, mean, and vicious? Okay, so if you have a joyful life where you wake up every morning excited to be, excited to receive, and excited to generate a phenomenal life that's beyond anything that you can currently imagine, and you talk to all your friends and you go down to the market and you're smiling and laughing, okay, if you're laughing in a restaurant, do people enjoy the laughter, or do they tell you to be quiet, or tell you you're on drugs, or what drug are you on because you're happy?
Yeah.
Okay, isn't that amazing? It's like we create this problem and trauma and sadness and significance in order to fit in to this reality that's currently going on the planet. Okay, so everywhere you've done that and used money to do that for you, will you destroy and uncreate all that?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so here's the next question, statement, question number 5. As having no money, what choices have we made or are we making? Wow, right? So how many times has somebody called you to hire you, and they go, what would work for you? And instead of actually delivering what would work for you financially, you try to make it work for them. So this is where you're always trying to accommodate other people. That's one of the choices you could make in regards to having no money. Instead of actually creating a financial situation that works for you in your life, that makes you feel like, when you wake up in the morning? Okay, so everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what other choices are you guys making in regards to having no money?
Makes you align and agree with other people.
Yeah,
Have
and
that
the thing,
common denominator.
yeah, and people like it when you validate their limitations because it makes them feel not as bad about how they're lying to themselves because they're like, see, everybody else is too. Okay, so everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what other choices are you making in regards to having no money?
It makes it so you don't have to show up for yourself because it's the perfect excuse. You can't do something for the money.
Oh, right? Oh, check this out. You guys are creating, if you had the money, then you would choose. Right? So that's one of the choices that you're making in regards to having the money. You're locking yourself behind money as if you had the money, you would have infinite choice. See, the interesting thing about that is having money is actually a choice. When you talk to that client and you set it up to where it works for your finances and your life, that's actually a choice for you to have money. If you set it up for them where you're working really hard, you don't have enough time to enjoy yourself because you have to work all the time because you only get paid $10 an hour or whatever it is, you're not creating a financial situation that actually works for you. Okay, so everything that brings up for all y'all, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what if having
Rikka?
was actually just a choice? Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Rikka, it's Hayley. What that was bringing up for me is that I have a certain amount of money, so I do have money, and I'm still stopping myself from having choices because I've decided that's all I'm going to have in this lifetime, and I'm trying to figure out how to generate more money so then I can have those choices.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, Hayley. How have
Sure.
you made the money that you have and the money that you have created in whatever way you created it, how have you made that amount of money enough for you and right?
Right.
Okay, because that's basically the period on the end of the sentence that wouldn't allow you to receive more.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so everywhere you use that money to feel satisfied, like, okay, now I'm okay, right?
Yes.
Now, you're like, oh, God, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So everywhere you've used that money to become satisfying for you, to where you went, okay, I'm okay. It's almost like, no, universe, I don't need to receive anymore. I'm set. I've got myself covered. Everywhere you created that, Hayley, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. That was a really good example of how the things that you make right also limit you. Because if Hayley goes, oh, okay, I'm fine. Has anybody ever sort of made the amount of money for their month in the first 2 weeks of the month, right?
Yeah.
And then from then on, for week 3 and 4, you're like, where did all the money go? It stopped showing up. Well, that's because you told the universe, okay, I'm good. Which means, okay, I've concluded this is enough for me now. I don't need to receive anything else, so stop sending clients and money my way.
Right.
Everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Oh, yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Awesome.
It's almost as though I want to get rid of the money so then I can get back to, receiving money from the universe, because I know that's stopping me. Or I'm telling myself, well, I'm just stubborn.
Isn't that fun? Oh, okay. So what if you actually increased the amount of money that felt wonderful for you to have as your life?
Because I can't see it as a possibility for me.
What's that?
Because I cannot see it as a possibility for me.
Okay.
I see myself as very lucky I even got that.
Okay. Okay. So everywhere that the amount of money you already have, from your point of view, is too much for you.
Right.
It's too much for you to receive. When all you could do is change your point of view, like, So look at someone who has a, $10 million house estate somewhere. Okay, now is the money that you have in the bank enough for you?
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, okay. So look at someone who maybe has like a $10 million estate and another
Sure.
$20 million in the bank just for fun.
Right.
Okay, and feel the energy of that. Okay, so now let me ask you, is the money that you have enough for you?
Well, from that point of view, no.
Okay, so that's what you want to do, is expand your awareness of what you're asking for from the universe. So instead of just asking for just enough to get by, you want to be like, hey, universe, big, expansive, wonderful, and joyful. Okay, but everywhere you guys create the gratitude for money from, okay, I have enough, instead of, I'm grateful for every dollar that comes in and bring it on at the same time. Does that make sense? Everywhere you get a conclusion about the amount of money you'll allow yourself to receive, will you destroy and create all that?
Yes, please.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Awesome. So question number...
Can I ask you?
Yes?
Can I ask you a question about?
Sure.
I think there's some stuff to be cleared about. About choice and money. So, how do you choose to have money when you don't have it? So an example is that there's something that I would really like to do tomorrow, and I don't have the money for it. So how do I choose into that?
Well, the thing about it is that you need to begin choosing money now for your future.
Okay.
See, a lot of people will only allow themselves to generate money for the thing they've already decided they're going to assign the money to.
Okay.
Right? So people will allow themselves to receive money if they're saving for a house or saving for a car or they have an event they want to go to or whatever. Well, what if all you had to do was up the ante with the universe?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so instead of just receiving money for that event, you go, hey, universe, can I receive like this amount of money for my phenomenal life? And that's sort of the basis in which you function.
Okay.
So if you had a $5 million house, would you be charging $90 an hour?
No.
No.
Isn't that bizarre? So
Yeah.
it's so much about the energy you be with it and your awareness of what you desire, and you expand your awareness to be as a millionaire or a billionaire. And you go, no, I'd more be charging sort of more like $1,300 an hour. A little bit different possibility there. So everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So if you choose for today, based on the money you're willing to have in your future, when you get to your future, you'll have all the money that you require. Does that make sense?
Kind of. Can you give an example of that for choosing today?
Absolutely. Okay, so I ask, what can I be, do, have, create, generate, or institute today that would allow me to have more money today and in the future?
Okay.
Okay, so when I ask that, I create products and services and classes and clients and all kinds of stuff that facilitates the phenomenal life. So I have the awareness of going to the 7-day event in Costa Rica, going to facilitators, having lots of money for Australia, also having plenty of money to create all the products that I'd like to create, and the books, and sort of, maybe some vacation, and all this other stuff. So I have this big awareness of, yes. And then the universe just goes, okay, cool. And literally is like, step one, and you just take your first step, and then your second, and you're like, oh, this is actually really easy.
Okay.
When you're willing to receive more, and when you're willing to listen to everything you think and everything you say, because everything you think and everything you say actually creates your life totally. So when you have a point of view come in like, oh, I'm good, I have enough money, is that a question or a conclusion?
Conclusion.
Yeah, so that literally tells the universe, I'm good, I don't need any more money. You basically uninvite money with every conclusion. Everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So So let's look at question number 6 in the clearing statement. As having no money, what creations create the commitment to the creation of our limitations? So you're actually committed to having no money, or else you would have it. There's parts of your life where you love having a problem. You're committed to feeling like everyone else. Because if you didn't feel like everyone else, probably some of the relationships in your life would change. So if you have commitments like, oh, I'll never leave somebody behind, or I'll never be, an energy a billionaire because then that would invalidate their poverty, or something like that. You're basically committed to those limitations. So everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, question number 7. As having no money, how many limitations of dementiality hold this in existence? Everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Question number 7. As having no money, 8. As having no money, how many controls, definitions, limitations, forms, structures, significances, linearities, and concentricities of you are you using to hold this in existence? Everything that brings up, will you design and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So how many controls of your life are you using to guarantee and ensure you never allow yourself to receive more money than you know what to do with?
Oof.
Isn't that weird? Mm-hmm. But how many of you guys feel like if you got more clients, or if you got more business, or if you got more money, it would mean more work?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, darn it. Okay, who wants to work more?
And less time for you.
Yeah, and less time for you. So you create this idea that if you had more money, more business, and more clients, you'd have to work harder. So if you don't wish to work harder, you'll never allow money to show up, because money equals work. Everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, how many definitions, right? Have you defined yourself as someone who has more money than they can spend and never enough, so that you constantly ask questions? Or have you defined yourself as somebody who, well, at least I'm getting by?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a definition of you that you wear like a costume. You're like, okay, well, at least I'm getting by. This is good, right? Which means it's a conclusion, and you've made it right. So you're stopping the universe from gifting you more, right? And you're wearing it around like, well, I'm doing okay. At least I'm getting by. I'm surviving. Look at how good I'm doing. Everything that brings up and all the definitions of poverty and barely surviving you have in your universe, will you destroy and create all that?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so how many limitations do you have that create you not having money? Okay, so limitations are a lot of different things. They're any kind of conclusion or judgment. Okay, so if you feel like, okay, so how much of the gifts that you are do you allow yourselves to receive? What percentage of that is that for you?
0.
Not enough. Not much.
Okay.
Not
so how
very
many
much.
of you guys that are receiving 0 of the gift that you be want to actually charge money for your services?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't see the gift that you are, and that's what you're charging for, how many people are going to come to pay you?
Not many.
None of them, because you don't have a product from your point of view. There is no product. There is no gift, because you never allow yourself to see it.
Right.
Let's clear that one.
Wow. Let's get that out.
Everything that brings up what you destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, how many forms, structures, and significances of you are you creating to create the energy of not having money as your life? How many of you guys have made it significant that you don't have money, or made money significant? Okay, so if you had money, what you want to do is create yourself as a billionaire before $1 billion shows up. Okay, so if you were a billionaire, would you ever make money significant?
No.
Yeah, because you always had tons of it. Okay, so and when you make something significant, what you're doing is creating a separation between you and you having it. Because if you had it, you would never create the significance. Everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. The other way you make it significant is by how much you want it. Except want actually means to lack. So you want it so bad. Would a billionaire go, I want money, oh my God? No, you never hear a billionaire say want, because that's not part of their energetic structure around money. Okay, because they actually allow themselves to have it. It's like breathing for them. It's like, of course, there's tons of money shoving into my account at every second. Okay, so everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So question number 9.
So if you adopt that attitude of course there's plenty of money. I mean, is it the attitude first?
It's the awareness. Okay, so it's like, what if you allowed receiving money and having money to be like breathing? Do you deserve to breathe, or do you just breathe?
You just breathe.
Yeah, so when you wake up every day knowing you have money and more money is coming, because it always does, it does. Your point of view actually creates your reality. So how many points of view do you have that money's hard to get, hard to come by, or out there and you keep trying to get it and it never shows up?
Yeah.
Every one of those points of view is creating exactly that. Everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so question number 9. As, and what we're doing is filling in the blanks, okay, with this clearing statement. As having no money, what are you unwilling to destroy that holds this in existence? Okay, so are any of you guys in a relationship?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you were making billions of dollars, would that change the relationship?
Probably.
For some people, it would. Okay? There's some people that function as, well, he's the one that makes the money and I'm the one that raises the kids. Okay? So this is where you're holding, what are you unwilling to destroy that holds this in existence? It might be your relationship. It might be your relationships with your best friends. It might be your relationship to this reality. It might be you're unwilling to destroy problems in your life. So you keep money as a problem to make sure that you feel like everybody else. Okay?
Right.
So everything that brings up and everything you're unwilling to destroy that holds having no money in existence, will you destroy and create all that?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so the next part of the clearing statement is what we call the pod, P-O-D, and the P-O-C, POC. Okay, so what we're looking at applying our consciousness to is the point of creation, the P-O-C, of where we planted the seed of limitation. So what you're doing is going back in time, which time isn't real, so you're just basically going into the space in which you planted this, and you're destroying the seed, which then destroys everything you've built based on it ever since then. So that's the consciousness we're referring to when we talk about the POC. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POC. Pod, shorts, boys, and beyond. The POD stands for the point of destruction. So if in some lifetime you went, I'm never going to have this amount of money again, okay, that's the point of creation of the seed of limitation, okay? So we destroy the seed. And then the other thing we're going to want to apply our consciousness to is everywhere we've been destroying us ever since then, which is the point of destruction. Okay, so in order to have no money and say, I will never receive this amount of money, You have to control your products to not sell that much. You have to control people in not coming to your classes, right? You have to do all of this other stuff in order to guarantee and ensure and make sure that no matter what, you don't receive money. Okay? And that's actually because you chose it way back here, and you've been destroying all the money you could be generating ever since then.
Right.
Okay, so somebody's still breathing, by the way. Okay, everything that brings up what you destroyed and created all.
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all night, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so now we're going to move into shorts. And it stands for what's meaningful and meaningless about it. What are the punishments and the rewards? So the long versions of shorts is what does, we're going to fill in the blanks here, what does having no money mean to you? You see how you create that positive and negative charge? That, oh, what does it mean to me? Oh, man, it means I don't deserve anything. It means I have no value. It means I'm worthless. Okay, everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, beyond. And how do we make having no money meaningless? So what we do, or what we're taught to do, or what we've done, basically, is we'll make having no money meaningful. And it means so much that it hurts. It's like, oh my God, look at my bank account, and I'm worried, and I don't know if I'm going to pay the rent or the mortgage, and I'm going to get evicted and kicked out, and, you know, basically have it mean all this stuff. And then you don't want to feel that way, so you try to make it meaningless. You know what? Money doesn't mean anything, and you twist it out of your universe as far away from you as you can, and then it runs your life. Okay, so that's what you do when you make something meaningless that you've made meaningful. So everywhere that you guys have created that making something meaningless was the way out of the energetic structure. Will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what are you punishing yourselves for and torturing yourselves with in relationship to having no money? Okay, so everything that brings up, will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. So what are the rewards of having no money? And how many layers of basic smegma, or crap, or energetic blah, do you have in relationship to having no money? Everything that is will you destroy and create it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, man. So is anybody either exercising or have their phone really close to their ear or something? And if you do, just put yourself on *6 mute, because we can hear ya. Okay, so boys. Let's look at having no money in regards to boys. Okay, so the boys and beyond are more about energetic structures, like different ways in which you lock these points of view and polarity in place. Okay, so basically, it's anytime you've tried to handle something. Like, has anybody ever done anything that was like they told you just had to peel the layers of the onion?
Yes.
Okay, there are some issues that are onions where you get to the core and it goes away. There are some issues that aren't onions at all. They're more like nucleated spheres. So it's like there's a kid blowing bubbles on the other side of the room, and you keep popping the bubbles going, oh, as if I handle this, it'll handle the source of the problem. So what we want to address in the clearing statement is also everywhere you've planted that seed of limitation of having no money, but somewhere where you'd never expect it. Okay, because a lot of people work on having no money, and what they do is they take a finance class, they take an economy class, they try to make themselves balance their checkbooks, or to get money figures better, or I'm just bad with numbers, or I just don't like business, right? So they keep trying to pop all these bubbles over here, and what they don't realize is what if it was because your mom wouldn't receive money over here, it was her point of view that you bought, and you bought all that energetic structure way back over here, but you keep trying to work on numbers. Okay, so what we want to do is apply our consciousness to even the places where we've hidden these points of creation of the limitations. So every nucleated sphere, all the boys, all the boys that you've created, basically, which means all the seeds of limitations that you planted so deep in your universe where you can't even find them in regards to having no money, will you destroy and uncreate all those?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And the last part of the clearing statement is called the beyond. Has anybody ever gotten a cell phone bill that was like $800 when cell phones first came out? I did. I was talking and talking and talking and talking. All of a sudden I got this bill and went, oh! Okay, so that's the energetic structure called the beyond. It's anything that basically sends you off into a beyond universe where you're like, oh my God. So for how many of you guys is money a beyond? You go, I keep trying to create it and it's not showing up. What's going on? It's like you've cut off your awareness to it. You're like, oh my God, it's like beyond my universe. I just put it way the hell out there.
Right.
Okay, so everywhere you've created having no money from all the beyonds, and everywhere you've made money a beyond in your universe, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And the beyonds are talking to all the feelings and sensations around having no money. Have you ever looked at your account and the rent's coming up or the mortgage is coming up and you don't know how you're going to eat? And you start like, your heart beats and you start feeling sick and all this stuff? Those are all of the beyonds that come up when you don't allow yourself to have money. Okay? So everything that brings up and all the feelings and sensations you have around having no money, will you destroy and create all those?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Awesome. So that's the introduction to the Access Consciousness clearing statement. So where we're going to go from here is we are going to have you guys apply this clearing statement over the next 21 days. Okay, so on different energies, different points of views, different judgments or conclusions, we're basically going to have you run this clearing statement, and you're going to begin changing the energy of your life from what it currently is to what you desire it to be. What if you could change the energy that you be so that everything that you desire comes to you with total ease, joy, and glory? Would you guys be interested in that?
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Woohoo! Okay, so everything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. The other part of this clearing statement is the destroy and uncreate part. A lot of people hear destroy and they go, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, but what we're asking you to do is destroy the limitations. Okay, so if you destroyed all the limitations, would that actually be so bad?
No.
No.
No, right? Okay, so destroying and then uncreating, because you're the only one that's created exactly what's showing up in your life today, right now. You're the only one who's created all of that. Okay, so we want you to uncreate it. Okay, so that's why we use destroy and uncreate. Awesome. So here's your assignment for today. Your point of view creates your reality. Okay? Literally everything you think and say creates absolutely everything that's showing up. Everything. Everything, 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 everything. And what's amazing about this is after today and using this clearing statement, what will happen is you'll change those points of view and you'll start to feel and see and receive your life actually change. Okay, so what I want you guys to do today is pay attention to every thought that goes on in your head, okay? And everything you say out loud. And anything that makes you feel heavy, basically run the clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. Now this might be, I can't afford this. Okay, if you say, I can't afford this, the universe hears you and uninvites money into your life because it would like to create whatever point of view you put out there. Okay, so everything that brings up and everywhere you guys have created, I can't afford this, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond. And by doing this, what you're going to begin to do is you're going to get better at the paintbrushes, okay, at painting the life you'd actually truly like to have. Because literally, If you undo all those limited points of view and instead say something like, instead of I can't afford this, you're like, ooh, okay, what would it take for the money to show up? Or I'll have the money, thanks very much, universe. Okay, what if you begin shifting out of the limitations and the stuff that's limiting you and into, yes, I'll have this. Or what would it take for the money to show up, okay? So that's going to be your assignment for today. Literally listen to everything you think and everything you say, and then run the clearing statement on it. It's sort of like we're going to give you a new paintbrush and a new canvas. So you're going to create your life today instead of from limitation, from possibility and from choice and from question. How cool is that? Woohoo! So this is day one to the 21-day Secrets to the Universe that will allow you to actually get everything you desire out of life. How does it get any better than that? Enjoy your day, you guys, and stay on the line because we're going to keep talking here in a second. But actually, I'm going to cut that little piece out, so I'm going to say it one more time, but everybody stay on the line. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, all right, enjoy your day one of the 21 Secrets to the Universe, and I look forward to hearing about how this tool works in your life tomorrow. And I look forward to hearing about all the changes that you get to have as your life and everything. And I look forward to hearing about how you're going to actually get everything you desire out of your life. All right, have fun, you guys, today.
Thanks, Rikka.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool. So, wow, that was an hour. How'd we do? Was that fun?
Yay.
You know what's so amazing about that is, dude, that shit is actually really potent. When you really look at it
stuff.
like that detailed, you're like, oh, shit, totally.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing. I've never heard it broken down like that for a specific thing.
Yeah,
I would love to
cool?
see that like in writing, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's actually going to be a book, and I think what I'm going to do is if the product doesn't cost like $200 to produce, I'm going to actually gift you guys it, or I'll offer it to you at cost after this class.
Thank you.
Woo! So I don't know.
Thank
It might
you.
cost like $25, or if it doesn't cost too much, I'll just gift it to you. So we'll kind of look at that one.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you, Rikka.
So was that fun, you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I
so
had fun,
cool
and thank you so much for all your comments and everything too. It was really, really awesome.
To have something to
Thank
do
you.
every day.
What's that?
I said to have something to do every day to practice, that is such a cool deal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Totally. And this particular one, the point of view creates your reality, I actually didn't realize it, but I use it all the time. Like if something comes in, like say somebody's, fighting or something, and I'm going, okay, what would it take for this to end or stop or whatever? There's the first thing that comes up in your head is, oh my God, and then you're like, hold on, that's actually creating it. And you go, hey, what would it take for this to change? And so you train yourself into always being the doorway out instead of locking stuff in place in your reality or anybody else's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any more questions for me today? Because we can do another 10 or 15 minutes just on the side for you guys. Because a lot of you guys have done a lot of access, so I'd love to gift you some, advanced stuff too if you like.
Okay, when you said like somebody's fighting and so then you asked a question. So you can do that. I mean, it's not necessarily changing other people, right? Or is it?
It does actually, because the energy you be contributes. So it does, but they still have to choose it.
So I can say, what would it take to change to have my daughter, accept more responsibility for herself and her choices?
Well, would you like her to accept more responsibility, or would you like her to choose for her? Like choose for the infinite being.
Yeah, choose. I do have to say I have a caveat. I'd like it to be kind of respectfully choosing for her.
Well, and that would be choosing for the infinite being she bees and choosing for consciousness. So what you'd like her to do is actually choose for what would expand her life. Except you can't really make somebody do that. And sometimes they have to choose more crap to choose something greater. But what you can do is, what generative energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow her to know who she truly is?
Oh, I like
And
that.
the infinite being she truly is. Because what I do with people is, say they start judging me or each other. You know, they start going into their pity party or their I can't receive it or whatever. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Check this out. You're way over here. And I'm always like that energetically. I'm like, oh, that's really cute that you think that's so real. So I never buy their story or their costume or their role that they're presenting to me. I go, oh, yeah, right, that's cute. And a lot of the times people call me and I laugh at them for a while until they start laughing at themselves.
So what generative energy, space, and consciousness
Can
I be to allow my daughter to know the infinite being she truly be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So anybody else have any more questions? Anything else that they'd like for me today?
So I have a couple of, well, everybody has them, I'm sure, but, areas where it's like you could do something and you have every intention of doing it, yet you never do. And it's simple. Like put a deposit in another bank account or learn a simple skill that you would just have to apply yourself to for a while or go work out.
What I'm going to ask you to do for today is, instead of putting those things last and putting you last, put you first. Like, don't do all the things you have to do. Do all the things that you actually desire to do today, just for today.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know that, and I watched myself do it, in the past, and I'm like, okay, wait, actually, how about I do all the things that I actually desire to do and are required and would actually shift stuff? Like, instead of doing all the flyers by myself, I'm like, here, graphic designer, which was actually quicker, but I would find myself stuck in doing everything. So what if you began choosing to do those things, like create the bank account or whatever it is that would actually change the situation, and not keeping on doing the same type of thing?
Okay.
Choice, your trump card. You're welcome. Anything else for you guys today?
So, Rikka, are we gonna listen? We get to listen to this today, or how's that gonna work?
Okay. So for some of you, I actually emailed you the call-in number, so I haven't invited you to the Ning site. But there'll be a Ning site. That'll be like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and all that stuff.
Cool.
So I will definitely put this up there. I'm going to be traveling back to Denver today, and then I've got an event tonight. So it may be that I put both of them up tomorrow, if that's okay, after tomorrow. And I'll try to do it today. I just don't know if it's going to be possible. What else is possible?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So is there anything else that you guys desire or require of me today? Are you excited about your listening to everything you think and everything you say and actually changing it?
Cool.
Yeah.
Can we, I had never known that, I guess I do have a dynamic with my husband, with Carl, and where he is supposed to make a ton more money than me. And I never was aware of that until today. So is there something that I can do that podpocs it out? Because actually, it's not that he would be sad or hurt or if I were to make more money, but I realized I've just put myself in that category.
Well, you want him to feel good about what he's contributing, and a lot of what he's contributing to you is money.
Yes.
Okay, so what if you made the money that you created and received infinite? And what if you allowed him to be a man and make a lot of money for you? What if you didn't have to create the need in order to receive it?
What if you didn't have to what?
Create the need in order to receive it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow, that blew some people away. Okay, so everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, podpoc, shorts, boys, and young. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing is you can play certain characters and roles and costumes and stuff for people, but it's from choice, knowing what they require and what makes them feel good. But you don't have to buy them as you.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how fun. I'm so excited about this next 21 days because literally if you go out and just pay attention to things you say and the things that you think today all day. And anything that is a limitation, you guys know how to turn it around because you've actually probably done enough access. But it's like run the clearing statement and ask a question instead. And you'll watch everything shift.
Oh, that is so
really
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I can't wait
Awesome.
to talk to you all at 9 o'clock my time tomorrow.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thank
Yay,
you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm so
Woo.
excited. Woohoo!
How does it get any better?
How does
Same phone number and
Bye.
everything?
Same number and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Rika.
Bye, you
Ciao,
guys.
Bella.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great day.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.